In the quiet town of Bramble Hollow, nestled between dense woods and forgotten roads, there stood an old Victorian house. The townspeople whispered about it, the doll-maker's house. No one dared go near it, not since the last child disappeared 20 years ago. Mara, a curious and bold architecture student, came to Bramble Hollow to document the house for her thesis. Fascinated by the ornate decay, she convinced the local council to let her inside for just one night. With her camera, notebook, and flashlight, she stepped into the house just before dusk. The air was thick with dust and silence. Dolls lined the walls, each encased in glass, staring with glassy eyes that seemed too aware. Some were elegant porcelain beauties in lace. Others were ragged cloth things with stitched smiles. But all of them had something in common. They looked just a bit too human. Mara explored the house room by room. Each room had more dolls than the last. Some rooms had them seated at tea parties, others tucked into doll-sized beds. One room had a full nursery of them, rocking gently, though there was no breeze. She began taking photos when she heard it, a soft giggle. She froze. The sound had come from the hallway. Slowly she stepped out, only to find a single doll on the floor, a red-haired one in a green dress that hadn't been there before. She put it back on the shelf, but as the night dragged on, the doll kept reappearing, in different rooms, closer every time. She tried to leave. The door was locked. Her phone had no signal. Then the whispers started, tiny voices calling her name, giggling. She ran only to find the dolls had moved. They now stood in doorways, on stairwells, watching. In the attic, she found a dusty old journal. It belonged to the original doll maker. He had written about capturing innocence and preserving beauty. The final entry read, "The soul must be willing, but children tire of play. Adults, however, they resist just enough." Mara dropped the book. Behind her, something moved. The red-haired doll was there, smiling wider than before. Her camera was found the next morning by a hiker. The house was still sealed, but the photos told a story, images of dolls. And the final photo was of Mara, her eyes wide with terror, her limbs frozen, her skin pale and porcelain-like. The red-haired doll sits in the attic now, watching the door, waiting for the next visitor.